Sherrone, with this being Bryce's first rivalry game, how do you keep him kind of composed going into it? And how do you prepare him for a game like this?
I mean, he's well educated on the rivalry. He knows everything about it. He's seen it from afar, and we've talked about this game for a very long time, whether it be spring ball, whether it be training camp, whether it be the summer. So everybody knows what this game's all about. They all understand it. So it'll be about going through the routine and just doing the things that he's done to this point to get him prepared for the game.
On the left, Clayton.
You guys have beaten them over and over, no matter where it's been, but what do you expect from the fans, and do you have a message for them with what the environment could be?
Be the loudest, most ravenous, craziest, energetic environment that we've had in Michigan Stadium ever. That's what we want it to be. The loudest place it's ever been. I don't know what the decimals have been or what they could be, but we need them to reach peak on Saturday.
On the right here, Ryan.
What have you done to beat Ohio State today?
A lot. Woke up, worked out, prayed, watched a lot of film, met with our coaches, met with our staff, already met with players, anything possible, and then just try to be in the same routine that we've done and create the edge that we need to go win the game.
Tony.
Yeah. Ohio State's been ranked like number 1 or number 2, and now 5 straight of these, 4 in a row. You guys have come out on top. People outside the building seem to think you guys have like a mental edge on them. Do you see that, feel that?
I mean, I just think we're just going to go prepare for the game. I don't know what really outside the building, none of that really matters. What people think, what people say doesn't matter. You know, what matters is how we prepare and how we get ready for this game mentally, and that's it. So I don't know what the mental edge piece. I just know that we're going to just go prepare to go win the game.
How have you guys been able to flip this? Because you were here for a few years when it was the other way. Now it's gone completely in your.
Yeah, obviously our players playing really well in those games and executing those games has been a huge piece. And yeah, we've had good game plans, but our players have played their best games in those games, and that's ultimately been the difference.
Right behind him, Charles.
Yeah, what have you seen from Ohio State's offense, specifically the passing game?
Yeah, it's potent, man. It's one of the best in the country. Obviously, the best team in the country. The receivers are elite. Jeremiah is elite. Carnell Tate is elite. They got Brandon Ennis, he's elite. Tight end Max Clare is a really good player as well, and quarterback is elite. They've got elite players everywhere on the field from a skill position standpoint. Running back's really good. O-line's good. So it's a challenge I know our defense is ready to go take on.
In the front left there, Anthony.
Readiness for this game isn't always linear, but to come off a blowout win over this weekend, do you feel like that's positioned your group for this week?
I mean, momentum is a real thing, right? Guys understand how they played and they prepared that way. So we expected to play well. Didn't know, can't really worry about what the outcome and the score is going to be, but felt like we played good comparatively to, especially on offense, how we played the game before. But can't say we played extremely bad on offense. It was just turning the ball over, right, in the game before. So we moved the ball, but we just, took care of the football. We scored in the red zone when we needed to and did the things that we thought we could do to win the game. So gives us good momentum in the game. But, again, that doesn't mean anything. You still got to go prepare for it.
On the right here, Aaron.
Going back to the mental edge thing, I mean, is there value to be had in having a 4-game win streak in a rivalry of this magnitude?
I mean, I just know that being a part of rivalries, the other games don't matter. Whatever happened in the past doesn't matter. So all we can do is focus on now. This is a new team, new staff, new players, new coaches. Again, new environment. Different. And so all we can do is focus on today, and that's it.
But the players on the team in the previous couple of years wins. I mean, they know what it takes to win this environment, right?
Yeah, I mean, they understand what the game is about, but again, it's a different team. They're a different team. We're a different team. So we can't predicate this win or the prediction of a win or the prediction of the game or the score on what has happened in the past. All we can do is work to be successful on Saturday.
Over here, Austin.
Sherrone, can you just speak to the job that Tony's done with the running backs to get different guys ready to play every week, given the injuries?
Yeah, he's been outstanding. Tony, ever since I hired him, I knew he was a home run hire from a recruiting standpoint and development standpoint, and now it's just proof in the pudding. You got third running back rushing for over 100 yards and, runs hard, runs physical, and he demands it out of all of them. They all play that way. They all work that way. They all practice that way, and it's awesome to watch. It's awesome to watch those guys develop and how he coaches them, push them. Him and Coach Jackson are outstanding combination to coach those backs.
In the front, Joe James.
Before last year, no one had ever lost this game and finished any higher than, I think, third in the poll record. Obviously, they've lost it and won the national championship. And there could be a lessening of intensity. It also goes with, like, you guys potentially playing multiple times down the year if it's a Big Ten championship game. How much, if at all, do you think that result last year, them losing and then winning, changes? Not like the meaningful part of it, but maybe the intensity, the magnitude of this rivalry?
Yeah, I don't think anything changes the intensity. It's as intense as a rivalry you'll see in sports. So I don't think the outcome, regardless win or lose, is not going to change it. It's a new year every year. It's a new game. So yeah, I don't think that's going to change the intensity.
How do you guys channel that intent? It seems like intensity fits your play style. How does intensity fit the way you guys play?
Just the way this place is built, what Michigan is all about, the intensity, the intentionality of how we practice, how we prepare. That's what we want. We want it like that. We want that physical battle. We want the toughness. We want the violence. That's what we want. So it fits us, but I mean, they're playing really well. They're playing physical as well. So we've got to match it, and they've got to match us.
Over on the left, Dave.
Yeah, now you've been a part of a few of these. I mean, how would you describe it to people who haven't been a part of this rivalry? What is it on the field that you cherish so much about it?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was talking to Coach Lindsey about it. He's been the Iron Bowl, and we've talked to people that have been in the Iron Bowl and been this one. It's different. You can't describe it. Like, literally, I could try to describe you the feeling of exactly what it feels like. Oh, it feels like this, it feels like this. I can't. Like, I remember last year going on the field with Jay Sean, and we're running out during warm-ups. He's like, oh, this is different. He's like, and Jay Sean don't say much, so for him to say that. He said, this is different. So it's a feeling that you can't really describe. It's an intensity. It's it's just an aura about it that you can't describe until you get on the field. But it's awesome to be a part of. It's great to be a part of. It's the best rivalry in sports, in my opinion. The funnest one to be a part of. It's competitive. But there's nothing like it.
Over on the right here, Larry.
If I can squeeze a couple in. Bryce, with everything that he's had to handle on the field, off the field, what has impressed you most? And then Reese and Downs, their stars on defense, what specifically do they do that makes them difference makers?
Yeah, start with Bryce, man. Just how he's grown so fast, and I mean, he was here at 11:45 last night watching with Donovan McCulley and guys, and he's so intentional with everything. And I mean, then again, he was in here this morning with Coach Lindsey watching the game, and like he wants to be so good, and he works his tail off, and he's so humble about it, and so great with his teammates. You know, he roots for his teammates and so close with his teammates. And to me, that's such an awesome piece. When in this world today, he could be about himself very easily and not think about the team at any point. You know, and to have a balanced attack like we have on offense right now, and for him to be just so humble and so grateful to be a part of it is an awesome thing to see. Reese and Downs are excellent players. You know, Arvell is as elite as an edge rusher, as an edge player as we've seen all year, and Caleb Downs is probably one of the smartest football players in college football. Just from seen a lot of football, played a lot of football, and both those players are elite players that we got to deal with.
Over on the left, John.
You said there are no freshmen by this point in the season. Can you identify things that maybe Andrew Marsh is doing at this point that maybe he might not have done in early September?
I mean, just the making the plays, but being able to do all the different things, lining up different places and different positions is different. You know, he wasn't able to do that at first in training camp, but now we can put him all over the field, and he doesn't make the mistakes. He knows exactly where to go. He knows exactly what to do, and obviously he continues to make plays. He's been doing that since he's got here, but being able to go in all those different positions has been special.
In the back left, Joel.
You know, it's one thing to talk about it, but that feeling that you just tried to describe where you can't describe it. It seems like everybody, when they're a part of this rivalry for the first time, they have that moment where they step out there and they go, whoa, I did not realize that it was like this. Even if there's no real freshmen this time of year, those guys who haven't done it before, what needs to happen to make sure that nobody is overwhelmed by experiencing that for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, we've tried to educate them throughout the year of what this game is all about. You know, training camp, had speakers come and talk about it. We'll talk about it throughout the week. They'll, you know, throughout the building, they see it every day. They see it even more now. But I don't think there's really a way to just take away that initial feeling that you're going to get when you walk on the field. And you kind of don't want them to take that away. You want them to feel that intensity, that burn. That's that little extra motivation. It's like putting on that favorite song on your ear pods or your AirPods right before the game. So you want them to have that feeling a little bit, to that little jolt right before the game.
All the way over to the right, Joe.
Sherrone, you guys have outscored Ohio State by about 35 points in the second half the last 4 years. Why do you think you guys have been stronger when the game's been on the line?
I mean, again, the players, the game plans are great, but we always talk about the how, not the what, and the players have just executed, and their will to break is, you know, they're unbreakable, especially in that game. They want to be unbreakable. They want to do everything they can to go win that game. So, but again, this is a new game, new year, so we've got to reset the clock and try to do that again.
In the back right, Will, Joe.
Sherrone, the way last year's game ended with kerfuffle, or whatever you want to call it, and the flag and everything else, do you think that has any bearing on this, or do you even bring it up with your players, what to do or not to do?
No, we talked about that at the beginning of the year, and we've been pretty good about any post-game interactions of, you know, when we win a game, or, you know, when you're end the game, we're going to go to our student section, go to our band, and shake hands, cordial ending, and be done with it, and that's it. So our guys have been good about that, and we'll continue to do that.
Angelique.
Sherrone, what makes a Matt Patricia defense different?
Yeah, I think those guys play together. They play really good together. There's so many different coverages, front variation, blitz variation, and it's game by game. You know, there's a story in each game of how he calls the game. It's not just, you know, this game is doing this. It's not just by formation. It's just not just by personnel. It's by game. So we've got to do a good job of identifying that early in the game and figuring out how to play that through all 4 quarters, because I think it changes as you go half to half.
And also, what's the status of Max and Ernest and Samaj?
Yeah, Max, you know, X-rays we'll see. Didn't look great, but, you know, if anybody can push through it, it's Max Bredesen. So we'll know more as we go through the week. Samaj will be fine, and Ernest will be day to day.
Just so you know, I've got 5 names here. I'm going to try and get through them before we bring the players in. So we'll start with Tony.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too. How about Rod?
Rod will be out. Yeah.
Is he out for the season?
Yeah, most likely, yes.
Reiner.
Welcome back.
Obviously, the stakes have changed a little bit going into this game.
Yeah. Where you been, man?
Doing something else. But the college, you know, obviously with the college football playoff berth possibly on the line. I mean, how do you kind of channel the same energy that you brought into last game?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something you talk about. It's something guys know, they acknowledge, they understand the importance of this game, that it's different than last year. You know, you're playing for something big, and that's what you want. We always talked about they remember November, and to be able to play for that, play for a spot possibly in the playoff, and even in the Big Ten championship, like all those things are at hands, and I think our kids deserve to know that they're in that position, and you know, we'll talk about it, but at the end of the day, we still got to go prepare.
And then also, I mean, your performance obviously in these rivalry games, these big games. What is it about you that allows you to kind of meet the moment, I guess?
It ain't me. It's the kids, man. Like I'm not out there playing. I love it. I love doing this. I love being a part of this team, and we work tirelessly as a staff to go win these games. But it's not me. It's those kids that step out on the field.
Ryan.
Dominic Savato was obviously an X factor in last year's game. How big do you think it was for him to make that kick late against Maryland, and how would you assess where he's at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge for him to make that kick. Needed the confidence for him and needed him to do it, and obviously hasn't kicked as good as he wanted to throughout the year, but made the ones that we've needed him to, so that's been good to see.
Right in front here, James.
This is styles make fights. How are you guys able to dictate the style of play in games like this?
Yeah, I can't give you all that answer right now, man. Yeah, it's going to be a different style of fight. We'll see how we have to, you know, what happens, but, you know, we definitely got to do all we can to dictate it.
Last question here, Aaron.
How do you win Saturday? You talk about this being a different game, different year. How do you win?
Yeah, I mean, one, you got to win the line of scrimmage. Always got to do that. You can't let outside variation, outside things, outside noise control the preparation and the progress of what we're doing and the process of what we're doing. Because there's a lot of things going on, right? It's college game day. It's big noon kickoff. It's this. It's that. There's gonna be a lot of people here, but at the end of the day, we got to channel our focus on our preparation, and that's how you win. Prepare the way we prepared for those last 3 games.